All right. Not much else going on today, so I'll go ahead and just record a video right quick here. Let's do it live. So, international volunteers and propaganda in Ukraine. What else is new? Basically, what else is new? So, apparently, I heard this very cope number. This cope number of something like 16,000 people across the world are going to be coming to Ukraine to fight with the Ukrainians. This is stupid beyond belief. I'm just going to tell you that. It's stupid because number one, it's none of your fucking business what happens between Ukraine and Russia. Number one. Number two, are you doing it for glory? Are you doing it for some revolution or something like that? Do you actually care about the Ukrainian people? Or do you just want to get some fame? You know? The thing is that, once again, history is a fickle bitch. Um, I haven't read much or seen much of the propaganda at the time, and of course, allegedly, of course, is that what am I thinking of? In the Spanish Civil War, basically. The Spanish Civil War, of course, all these folks joined the international brigades, and some even joined, Franco. Some Brits and or some Irishmen, this and that. How's it going, Wicked Energy? How's it going, everybody? How's it going, Temujin? How's it going, Jake English? How are y'all doing? International volunteers. These international volunteers that are going over there. This reminds me so much, as I was saying, about the Spanish Civil War. A lot about the Spanish Civil War going on, and all this sort of stuff going on. And you're just like, oh, really? And why are they doing this? That's really the question, isn't it? A lot of, like I said, this is the same thing with Americans who apparently are so bored that they need to go to Syria and fight with the Rajavans, right? It's all such bullshit. It really is. It's all bullshit when you see this type of stuff that goes on. Where it's just like, yeah, we have to defend Ukraine. Why? Why? Because you were so enamored with Ghost of Kiev or something like that. You don't care. You just don't like Russians. Say, there's a lot of hatred going on. We have seen, the economic impacts are going to be huge. But of course, these folks apparently have enough money. I'm just reading some shit here. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's just ridiculous to see all these redditors who are like, "Yeah, bro, I'm going to go off to yeah, now that Russian internet is shutting down, it's not like they're ever going to know." Yeah. It's all just ridiculous. Yeah. It's more than more freedom against totalitarian Russia. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. My cynical side says it's adventurism, but I also understand a few of them actually care. Yeah. International volunteers, aka a bunch of people who have no lives of their own and live vicariously as a victim in someone else's conflict. Oh yeah, absolutely. Only Ukrainians go, yeah, we don't need no Joe Dresnocks or Russell Bentley's 2.0. Oh, absolutely. Oh, I absolutely agree with the shock race. Absolutely. Absolutely. We need to stop, like I say, Americans, I'm going to say this, and I think it's very true. Americans are a disease. We are. And if Americans just stayed to their own country, if we just stayed in our own country, that'd be best. But the fact is that our Reddit brains will destroy the world. Yeah. Texas has gotten fat as shit over there. Is oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I heard Ukraine was only accepting volunteers that are veterans. Yeah, I've heard that as well, but it's just, yeah, it's a messy thing. Like I say, uh, there's a lot of this shit. I mean, I don't know. Do you really want to get involved with that shit? I mean, that's my view. It's like, do you really want to get involved with it? I wouldn't want to. Just so much bullshit that goes on with this, and you're just like, but you really think it's gonna make things better, you know? Oh boy. Apparently Scott Adams, I'm just looking at this now, but yeah. Apparently Scott Adams broke or his GF broke up with him or whatever. It's just oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I feel sorry for Scott Adams though. Holy shit. It's just pitiful though. Why would you want to go to Ukraine and be like through a rental agreement? Yeah. Yeah. Living with him and everything, just the age difference became a problem. Oof. Yeah. Oh man, it's just yeah, it's too ridiculous. Yeah, you don't have to fight to volunteer. Some are just going to reload magazines and clean guns if that. Yeah. I couldn't get far enough away. I mean Ukraine. Yeah. Scott Adams. Oh no, lol. Yeah. Reddit cosmopolitans. Oh, absolutely. I was joking with that one, lol, but you're right. We are a blight on the world. Like I say, America just screw America, frankly. You know, the idea of it and everything else. Our country's just so fucked. I'm just gonna be blatant and honest with you. This is a country that does not deserve to exist. I'm just gonna Fed post and say it that way. Here I am here, but it's just screw this country. And screw what has turned people into. Um, where it's just like we're gonna support Ukraine, bro. It's just big, you know. Why are we doing that? Oh, because we respect the sovereignty. Well, what about the sovereignty of those other countries that we invaded? Oh, that's different because Saddam was bad or whatever. But Zelensky is wholesome chungus, bro. Shut the fuck up. And like I say, ugh. What else is there to say? Like I say, the inflation is going to be sky high. It's going to continue to go. Yeah, a couple of actual vets died fighting in Rojava. The majority of RIP posts said hipsters in the pics. Oh, absolutely. America's total abandonment of the Articles of Confederation was a mistake. Yeah, like I say, I feel more and more. It's just more cringe bullshit that you see that goes on with the United States, and you're just like, it's all ridiculous. Like I say, I don't even want to watch the news about any of it, frankly, because you see all the Reddit shit, you see all the ridiculous nonsense.
In the last week, I've
Oh,
been
sorry.
making videos about I've been Hilbert history.
Like I say, and you see everybody like suddenly jumping on the Ukraine bandwagon because more Russia and whatnot. But it's like you realize that you're basically just supporting you know inflation because we need to hurt Russia and punish Russia and everything else, and you're punishing people. Like I say, a lot of folks in the Middle East require wheat from Ukraine and everything else, and from Russia, and oil from Russia. But it's just like, well, not oil in Middle East. I'm sorry, but that sounded kind of stupid. Yeah. Now Putin is seen by Reddit cosmopolitans. Yeah, Hitler, Stalin. Oh, absolutely. But yeah, it's just when you see this sort of shit go on, you have to say to yourself, it's like, how many people are going to snap out of this? You're gonna, like I say, you see this bullshit all the time. You're gonna see true believers of this. You realize that there's gonna be true believers who are gonna be in their 70s interviewed that say, "We always saw Putin as the enemy. He was always gonna be a fascist. We had to go over there and fight." Even though there were neo Nazis in Ukraine, I didn't really see all that. You're going to see those interviews, right? You're going to see some documentary 30 or 40 years in the future of folks like that. Like, we went over there to defend Ukrainian, even though I'm an anarchist and yeah, I'm Ukrainian descent on my father's side and I support the idea of an independent state, but the people I see on my side hurts my soul. Oh, absolutely. Have you seen real life? Laura's video on Ukraine and Russia? No, let me see here. Who is this guy? Real life lore, huh? Let me see here. Let me just take a brief look here and see. How cringe is it gonna be? Let's see here. How well he's got a check
This
mark, so
video
it's gonna be shit. What lands did Europeans discover first? What Russia wants in Ukraine? All the places we'll see this decade. Oh wow! And of course, I don't even want to mention him. I don't feel like it. I mentioned Bo of the Fifth Column because he's so full of shit. eh, But that's a whole other thing. But mentioning the other guy, I don't feel like mentioning him. But yeah, shouldn't Putin have thought about those people depending on Ukraine's wheat exports before invading? But I gotta agree, sanctions make it worse. Oh, absolutely. Like I say, and we see just how interconnected things are. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna say this, but it's like when you see a so-called lefty like Bo the Fifth Column defending the Rand Corporation and saying, "Well, actually, the Rand Corporation has this interesting stuff." It's like, okay, put the brakes on. Why would you call yourself a leftist if you really, yeah, so much propaganda being pushed, some cringe. Yeah, I've seen several Braveheart Zelensky memes. Oh, that's bad. I'm a trans anarchist, and during the war, I fought in Ukraine against the evil no Russians. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, it's just so much bullshit around. So much bullshit. It's like, but of course, if you just disagree and say that Putin, if you say that Putin may have a reason or something like that, or if you say that Russia may not be as bad as people think, then you're suddenly like pro Putin and like you just hate Ukrainians, bro. It's like no, it's just ridiculous. And we fell for it. And, the vast majority of Americans have fallen for it. Well, the Americans who really get their money from politics, I'll put it that way, fell for it. Probably because they're like, yeah, this is well, there's neo Nazis there, but they're not that big of a thing. Azov Battalion really isn't a thing. And the right sector, all the who cares? Yeah, woke brown alliance is literally being formed right now. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it is. Yeah. You have the same phenomenon going to fight for Mazarist Soviet glory on the Russian side. Yeah, there is. Oh yeah, like I say, I'm willing to say that. Yeah, there's a lot of this sort of we're going to recreate the Soviet Union type stuff as well. Even though yeah, Russia is capitalist or whatever. Yeah, it's very Tsarist Soviet glory. Yeah, there is a lot of that too. Yeah, Operation Human Shield. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I don't listen to hip hop. Yeah. They usually use whataboutism and say there are more Russian Nazis. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they do. They're like, oh, look at the Wagner group. Look at this group. But it's like a lot of those groups don't have power in Russia. It's like Putin went through and cleared out a lot of the Wignets. He really did. A lot of those folks were arrested and killed, whatnot. It's like the Nazgul Party really doesn't exist in the same way. I mean, so I don't get it. I genuinely don't. What people are more pissed off about it, what you can say is that yeah, they have more power than anything else. But yeah, yeah, usually clear tonight. You can see stars now from the city center, which is a great rarity. Wonder if pollution joined. Yeah, what if light pollution joined in sanction? It's also leaving Russia. Yeah, there's a lot of fucked up shit about this. So I remember a few days back. There's a lot of fucked up shit that's going on, particularly with the Russia was schizo with glorifying both the Soviets and the Tsar. The Tsar was we'll be careful about that. Yeah, Bandera is more of a boogeyman than anything. People hardly talk about Shukevich, who was free the entire war. Yeah, it seems the dissident right don't like Putin, but the media claim he's a white nationalist. Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, there's a big split. There's a lot of folks who are like, I support Ukraine because, or I support Russia because Russia will help collapse the U.S. But there's also like old school Wignats who are just like Ukraine is a is a pure white country, not like those evil Russians who have Muslims and whatnot. It's just like give me a break, yeah. People don't realize that Bandera was a POW. All the ops were done by people like Lebed and UPA Group Nord. Oh, really? Yeah. And you do have like the Nightingale battalion and stuff like that within the Brandenburgs and stuff like that. But that's like I say, yeah, Banderites were bandits. So, like I say, there are so many. Like I say, a lot of deep history there about who collaborated with the Nazis and everything else. Oh, it's a messy thing. I'll put it that way. It's a messy thing, and I'm not like I say. I have no right to talk about it, so I won't. But yeah, wasn't Bandera picked up by the CIA in the 60s or 70s? Sounds like he got feted. Oh, absolutely, probably. Who knows at this point? But yeah, at this point now we've seen so much energy placed into it. Yeah, post-war Soviet Ukraine. Yeah, yeah. Like I say, all I can tell you for sure is that it's a messy, messy thing. And when you see when you see all this shit go on, you're like, okay, screw you people. Threshold for good society is now home, not getting hit by a missile. Yeah. Why they don't care about you? Yeah, exactly. It's just a lot of bullshit. That's all I can really tell you. A lot of bullshit. And a lot of it is just old Soviet weapons continuing to be, used. Yeah. I don't know. I'm getting real schizo, this and that, but yeah. But just the amount of there's nothing like I say. It's all just this is one of the biggest astroturfed things that went on. Yeah, it's funny because I recently found my maternal granddad's manuscript where he dabs on Banderites. They apparently had connections with the white emigres who hated Ukrainians. Oh wow, there you go. Like I say, it's a complicated thing. Like I say, it's very complicated about alliances. Yeah, and the thing is, the white emigres. You get people like the thing is, ironically, of course, is that you know Denikin, and white emigre generals like that, I'm sure we're fairly, anti-Ukrainian as well. So I mean, it's I don't know. It's a very messy thing to say the least. I don't even know where to keep going with this, but yeah, it's just ridiculous to see. Let's bring it around to the original plot of this video, which is just the ridiculousness of these these larpers and these folks from the west who are like, yeah, bro, I need to help Ukraine. I need to go over there and help the Ukrainians. It's just like, get fucked. I mean, you're just a retard. Yeah. Did you see any memes about big evil Germany due to them remilitarizing? I've seen a little bit about that, but I haven't really dug deep. I'm sure it's out there though. I'm sure there is, because the thing is, Germans along with everybody else, they are targeting Russian businesses. This and that. Yeah, both Bolsheviks and Tsarists were opposed to Ukrainian nation. I'll end it here for the history. Yeah, yeah. I kind of figured that too. Yeah, Bolsheviks and Tsarists were opposed to Ukrainian nationalism in any form. Yeah, like I say, it's a very complicated thing. I want to make sure I don't put my foot in my mouth when I say that sort of thing. But yeah, the Tsarists and the Bolsheviks really didn't, you know, I mean, I imagine it's the same thing for Belarus or the Baltic nations as well. I mean, it's a I'm sure they didn't really care about them either, but that's a like I say deeper history there, deeper history, different, deeper connections. So yeah, I think that's about it though. Just these volunteers are just going to get swallowed up into the larger thing, and I'm sure um, a lot of the volunteers are going to be ignored and forgotten. They're going to come out with their books saying about what it actually was and what they actually saw.
Hey,
Yes.
I think front desk has a work order.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'm on it.
Okay.
Okay. I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. So see you later. A goodbye.